How many of these did you bring down?
4. More than enough.
We're going to need another 2.
2 more? Why? Who have we got today?
Colonel A.D.Wintle, MC.
Never heard of him. Oh, looks busy.
Excuse me, Colonel. Actually, that's my chair.
Oh, it's perfectly all right, dear chap. You can have mine. I'm quite happy here. Extraordinary thing, you know, when I did This Is Your Life television program, they did their darndest to hide these things. What it was, you see, they didn't want the contraption to appear on the television screen. I think that was it, you see.
If you're ready, Colonel Wintle.
Yes, I'm ready. What are we waiting for?
Recording.
Do you want me to start talking, or are you going to ask me a question?
I'll just introduce you.
Fine.
Our castaway this week is a soldier, a writer, and an individualist. His adventurous career, his gallantry, and his lack of respect for the dull and chairborne have earned him a great reputation. Often referred to as the Last Englishman, he is Colonel A.D.Wintle, MC.
Hello.
Yes, dear.
Glenfiddich, please.
Glenfiddich? Right you are.
Could I have a bottle?
A bottle of Glenfiddich.
That's right.
All right, then. That'll be, £6, 5 shillings. Been to a funeral, have you? Someone close?
Not really close, no.
Well, a friend, then.
Do you know, he never said a kind word to me in his entire life. But, yes, I suppose he was a friend. Wintle. Lieutenant Colonel A.D.Wintle of the Royals.
Do you ever listen to the radio?
No, not really. No, I'm too busy, you see. That's the thing of it. I don't have the time. Besides, I find I'm more interested in other things, like concrete mixing, for example. I mix a lot of concrete. As indeed does my wife. She, too, likes to mix concrete in Kent.
Quite, Colonel.
Can you hear me through there? Can you hear what I'm saying through that glass?
Please.
Very good.
Now, I was asking you about the First World War.
Oh, yes. Well, your question implies that you think there were 2 world wars. Well, I'm not of that opinion. As far as I'm concerned, there was only the one war with the Germans. It lasted 31 years, with a sort of lull in the middle while they regrouped.
Now, you commissioned in just 4 months, I believe.
Well, when your country needs you, there's no sense in hanging around. My father was a military man, and from an early age, I'd read extensively on military history and strategy and so forth. So by the time I got to the front, I already considered myself to be an experienced soldier.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, run, man! hell's that? Wintle! Get your bloody head down!
Weren't you ever afraid?
No, I was in the cavalry.
So what?
Well, I was often frustrated. It's very tiresome hanging around and there's no real action, by which I mean the action of going forward, you see? Precisely during these tedious long hours that accidents will happen, you see? Yeah.
Come on! Come on! Come on! Heave! You're an English horse, damn you! Heave! There you go! Heave! Come on! That's it! Heave!
And now your first choice of music.
Try not to move. You're in hospital, but you're going to be all right. Now, shush, shush. I'm sorry.
The horse, is it all right?
I'll just go and get the doctor.
No, there's no need just to see. I'm fine. I just wanted to know how the... God, blasted woman.
And the horse, was it hurt?
Well, mercifully, the horse was unscathed, but I took a bit of a clattering.
Well, Lieutenant, you should have been killed. As it is, you've lost the sight of one eye, 2 fingers from your left hand, your knee bone, and...
Yes, Doctor, I think we can forget the inventory. What I want to know is, how soon can I get back to the front?
That's out of the question. You're being sent back to England.
What?
On the next ship.
This may have escaped your notice, Doctor, but there is no fighting to be done in England.
I'd have thought you'd had enough fighting for one war.
Now, you listen to me, Doctor. I may have made a silly arse of myself by letting myself get blown up, but I'm not going to let myself get sent home.
You don't have any choice.
You can't keep me here!
No? We'll see.
Fucking prick.
Getting out of the hospital wasn't easy. The doctors were determined to bugger about with my wounds, you see. So I came up with a plan of escape, which at the time I thought was foolproof.
I'm told there are already 40,000 cases, and the numbers are rising. They're setting up a royal commission. Not that that'll do any good. The first case of syphilis I treated was in Egypt. I'll never forget the poor chap's face. Mr. Wintle, will you please get back into bed?
Bugger. I don't know. I suppose it might have been the monocle. Anyway, they told me they're going to put me on a charge over this, so it became all the more imperative that I get out.
Doctor, come with me. This time, I think we've lost him. The matron saw him climbing over the wall.
Oh, well, we need the bed.
Oh, that man. Honestly, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Nurse, Second Lieutenant Wintle has seen action at Ypres, the Somme, Le Bessay, and Festubert. He captured the village of Vest single-handed and almost certainly get the military cross. I would have said he's a man who knew exactly what he's doing.
Listen. What? You can hear the birds. When did you last hear the birds?
It's over.
You can believe that if you want to. I don't. This piece of theirs is paper thin and paper's all it's worth.
And it's over for me.
Not for me. You wait and see. They'll be back, the bloodthirsty Bosch.
So on your return from India in 1934, you were in hospital in Aldershot following a riding accident.
Yes, that's right. I've often said that it's impossible for a man to be unhappy on the back of a horse. I suppose I should have added that being thrown off the back of the self-same horse is a rather less pleasurable experience, particularly if one lands in a hard place.
We've only got another 3 tapes.
I told you.
Well, maybe somebody should tell him he only gets half an hour.
Well, they could always leave out the music.
Yeah.
And the chappie asked me what are my 3 favourite animals. I didn't know what the blazes to answer. So I don't know. A horse, and a horse. He said, well, surely isn't that rather unfair to your dog? Well, my dog doesn't listen to the radio any more than I do, so I don't think he can be offended.
You were in hospital in Aldershot?
When was this?
Following your riding accident.
Oh, yes. I'm damn for showing off. You can't blame the horse. That's an outrageous accusation. I think you should retract it.
Now, it was here that you actually told a man to stop dying. How did you go about that?
You're talking about Mays, aren't you? One of my troopers. Yes, well, I wasn't going to have it. I spent a lot of time on him, training him and so forth, and the scoundrel was going to die on me. Dashed untidy thing to do, you see.
I say, Doctor, can you tell me what's happening here?
Well, he's a trooper in the Royal Dragoons band, diphtheria and mastoiditis. We've done what we can, but I'm afraid it's all up with him.
What? The Royal Dragoons? What's his name?
Mays.
Mays! Can you hear me? What's all this nonsense? Don't you know it's an offence for a Royal Dragoon to die in bed? You must stop dying immediately. Do you hear?
Sick man!
Well, somebody had to tell you.
Will you please go back to bed?
Doctor?
Mays! Mays! When you've stopped all this malingering nonsense, get your bloody hair cut.
I was actually too afraid to die. You know? I was only 16.
I don't blame you. He sounds a complete monster.
Oh, no, no. No, he paid for me to go to a place to convalesce. Out of his own pocket, yeah.
And the trooper, Cedric Mays, he's all right?
All right. I wouldn't say that, but he's alive, if that's what you mean.
Now, you were born in Russia.
Yes, but only because my mother happened to be there at the time.
You're not of Russian parentage?
No, good heavens, no. I have to say that I believe passionately in the English and the English way of life, you see. And it is inconceivable that I could have been born anything else.
And yet you were educated in France?
Yes, that's right. That's how I come to speak fluent French. As a matter of fact, in my primary certificate, I came top of the whole of France with 99%. I can still remember telling my father this news.
He must have been very proud.
Oh, not a bit of it, no. He gave me a damn good wigging. Said if I hadn't been slacking, I'd got 100%. Not a very kind man, my father. Not really, no.
Now, I'd like to move on.
But I suppose he taught me a valuable lesson.
What?
A profound mistrust of adults, particularly those in positions of authority, and that is something that has never changed.